Hi, it's Paul, and today I'm an old man with an update on my Outdoormaster Dolphin pump. When I say an update, it's probably more of an apology to anyone that watched the first video, which I'll stick a link to up here somewhere, and also Outdoormaster themselves, because I made a bit of a mistake. So let's go and have a look. Just before I do that, I have to do the obligatory advertising disclaimer, because as the equipment was sent to me by Outdoormaster, they sent me the Dolphin pump and they've sent me some other bits since to try and resolve what I thought was the issue in the first place. Because that stuff was supplied FOC, the Advertising Standards Agency in the UK consider this to be an advert. So just so as you know, warning given, let's move on. So I'm going to be talking about the Outdoormaster Dolphin pump, its connection hose and its adapters. I'm also going to be talking about the Outdoormaster Shark, its connection hose and adapters. And I'm also going to be talking about the adapter hose for my Red Paddle Co hand pump and its adapters. And then I'm going to talk about the Red Paddle Co valve for the paddle board, which is where the air goes in. Okay, so let's continue. Right, first off, let me explain about the inflation valve for my Red Paddle Co board. So this is the inflation valve. I've taken it out of the board. It normally sits in the top of the board and you connect the hose to it and you pump it up, whichever pump you decide to use. When you do that, the air goes through the valve and it goes past the valve into the board. So this is on the inside of the board and your air has to get past that point. To hold the air in, there's a spring that holds this valve shut, and on top there's your release button, your air release button. And when you've pumped it up and you want to let the air out, you press the button in and you twist it and it locks in the open position, which leaves a gap here that allows the air out. Then when you want to pump it up on the hand pump, you make sure the valve is released, you pump it up, the air gets forced past the valve and it pumps up your paddleboard. Okay, it's fairly simple and straightforward. So what I believe the issue was originally is if I take this adapter off the end of the hose, now this is the hose for the Outdoormaster Dolphin, bayonet connection this end, bayonet connection that end, by which I mean push and twist to lock in place. It's not a screwed connection. So leave the hose aside for a moment. This was the adapter, and if you look down the inside you can see two little lugs, and that was a bar that went across. It was a little bit like the bar that goes across inside this. You can just see it down the bottom there. So this had the same in it, and what happened was, as I pumped the board up and it came to fully pumped, I undid the valve and all the air came out. And I found out that was because the valve was held down. So then I was trying to figure out how the valve was held down. And what had happened, the little crossbar on the inside of the adapter had pressed down on the valve, twisted it, and it was held open. So I thought, oh, that's no good. So I cut out the crossbar. Okay. So that was fine. I put it as a warning on the video and said to people, look out for this. And I then talked to Outdoormaster about it and said, I don't understand why this is. And they said, no, neither do we. We're not sure. So they sent me a new set of adapters, which is fabulous. So yesterday I went and dug out all my new set of adapters and went to do this update video to show what happened. Now, the first thing I noticed was that this is not the same as this. Let's find the identical one, this one. So this adapter, which is a short adapter, bayonet twist type, is not the same fitting on the hose as this one is. This is the fitting for the Outdoormaster Dolphin. That's the one I cut the bit out of. And these are fittings for the Outdoormaster Shark, which is a threaded connection. So, slight problem there. The Outdoormaster, lovely that they were and sent me a new set of fittings. The fittings aren't any good on the Dolphin. You can't even change the entire hose because the Dolphin pump is bayonet connection and the Shark pump is screwed connection. Dolphin pump, bayonet, two little lugs, hopefully you can see, and Outdoormaster Shark pump, screwed connections. Okay, so wrong set of fittings, but not to worry. What I did notice though was this was the adapter I'd got on the end of my Outdoormaster Shark pump, which I've used dozens of times and never had a problem with it. And let me show you something. When I put the adapter in and turn it, it holds the valve open. Now, I've never had a problem with that, and what you can see is as I undo it and take it out, it releases the valve. And I know it's all right because I've pumped it up dozens of times. So, to recap, I cut the pin out of this adapter because it was pushing the valve in. This adapter pushes the valve in and doesn't cause me any problems. So I think when this one pushed the valve in, I must have just got something wrong that made it release all the air. But of course I can't tell now because the pin is cut away. So humble apologies to Outdoormaster and to everyone that's watched the first video. I think that probably there's actually nothing at all wrong with this adapter on the Outdoormaster Dolphin. This one here. I think it was just me getting something wrong and making a mistake, because this one off the Outdoormaster Shark works perfectly well and it holds the valve open. My truck's off the road at the moment. Once it's back on the road, I shall plug them all back in, and I might even remake the whole of the original video because I'm not particularly happy with it now. But if you've watched that one and this one, or this one and that one, or whatever combination, or any of them that you've watched, if you watched them, thanks for your patience. Apologies for the error, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.